What's going on, everybody? Small World Floyd here, back with another one. You are now watching YouTube with Floyd, and today we got NBA 2K26, the Clippers versus the Bucks. This is a mixture of the old and the young players of today's game to see who would be the greatest of all time if everybody played on their respective teams that they ever been on, to see who can win it all. Today, I am going with the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's get out there.
Live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
So with Jordan on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Harper, McAdoo out there with Griffin. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Johnson is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Kareem, and it's Moncrief in at the 2. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Now, here's Harper. McAdoo misses. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. I wondered what Coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, Coach Joe. Going on to say, we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment, so Coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Robertson kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with a win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
Now here's Johnson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto. And Leonard has it in the corner. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Giannis dishes to Robertson. Abdul-Jabbar in the corner. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to Toronto.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Robertson, and the layup falls.
In the painted area is where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
He had passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Here's Leonard. Harper wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Bucks leading by 4. Robertson kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Johnson in the corner. Stolen by George. Griffin against Moncrief. Pull from the top of the key. Nobody near Leonard. Cans it from downtown.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
The Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and Abdul-Jabbar throws it down.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Clippers trail by 3. George looking over the floor. Pass to McAdoo. The shot, no good. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. And George with the stuff.
Man, after all the injury setbacks, you see the elevation Paul George has. That is impressive.
Inside, here's Abdul-Jabbar. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. The Clippers shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Now here's Robertson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Not to mention the assists he piled up. You can see why his teammates like playing with him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Leonard finds George. Griffin a screen on Johnson. To the paint. McAdoo the pass to Griffin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Blake Griffin's game is now all about savvy and experience, and he draws the defender into a foul there. Nicely done.
And Doris, the rhythm of the season beginning to set in. Teams are starting to establish their identity.
They're also starting to understand, all right, these are our rotations. The players are now establishing their roles. You are definitely starting to see teams not only hone into their approach, but refine their approach.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. To the left side wing. Pass to Paul. Leonard, that's for 2. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
For 3, Nance. And it's sent back by George. Oh, Griffin in position. Robertson with the steal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And just able to score in so many ways. Robertson puts the defense there in an impossible situation.
Good on both. And Greg, it's a period of grieving for Bucks fans. And truly the end of an era with the Giannis trade.
Well, the 2021 title will forever be a part of Milwaukee's legacy. They would have liked to have had a few more, but the fact is, due to injuries and some bad fortune, a reset was required. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Just 5 on the clock. To the middle, here's Brand, and it's Brand with the jam.
You simply have to respect the passing ability of Paul George, his ability to read and react and make the right choice. So good.
Well, games so often come down to free throws, and when that's the case, these are the players you want at the line. The best free throw shooting 2 guards in the NBA. Number 1, Ray Allen.
You know, he's just the guy you do not want to send to the line. I mean, defenders always have to think twice about initiating contact with him because of that percentage.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Clippers trail by 5. Here's McAdoo, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. George, no good.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
That one good for 2.
In the modern NBA, boy, you hunt down mismatches. That's a size disadvantage, and he takes advantage.
Now here's Paul. He has yet to score. To the inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from George.
I think the experience Paul George possesses is so valuable to his team. This guy is such a seasoned vet.
Johnson kicks to Nance. Stolen by Brand. McAdoo inside. Covered by Robertson. And then Brand with the dunk.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Now, here's George. He's got 5. Leonard, the pass to Paul. Over Robertson. The shot by Paul, no good.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Allen, that's good.
And so sure of himself when shooting the basketball. Allen makes short work of that pull-up.
All right, guys, I'm told we're about to connect to our insider, Shams Charania, who has a beat on something. Hey, Shams, what's the story?
Thank you, Kevin. There's some early season activity going on in Milwaukee. The Bucks are making moves. They've made a blockbuster move. Bringing a guy like Giannis can change everything for you. You can run the offense through him, foul line down. He's one of the best finishers we've ever seen. Then, of course, there's the defense and rebounding, also elite. You add in the leadership he provides. This deal is a no-brainer.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update.
You cannot give Paul George these extra chances. This guy is deadly from the free throw line throughout his career.
First free throw is good. And in Tyronn Lue, the Clippers have one of the league's most highly respected, endorsed, coveted head coaches.
And think about it, Kevin. He signed an extension with the Clippers 2 summers ago. That was amidst rumors that the Lakers might have an interest. Remember, LeBron and Ty Lue go way back. But he is now committed long-term with this organization. That is smart business.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Clippers trail by 4. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Dandridge, he's checked in for the Bucks. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Gordon's checked in. Kicks it down to Middleton. A three-pointer, no good.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Count that one. Griffin's got his second bucket of the night.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Dandridge, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.